Okay, I'm here. It's unless my voice, it's been really rough. Uh, so this is called the fish ladder. Okay, and you got these fish in here. And at 2 to 4 years of age, they will start swimming for home. Okay, I mean, you can see them trying to get in there. Huge. See if I can zoom in. I don't know. I don't even see him swimming. Oh, there's one that looks like a shark. See, he's coming by. See if I can zoom in on him. There he is. He's big. My goodness. I don't even see him on the thing. But there's a ton in here. Oh, there's somebody just jumped. Then, yeah. So, anyway, there's one really big right there. I'm going to zoom in on him. I'm trying to. It's just so hard with cell phones. And there's a ton. Oh, there's somebody splashing there. So I'm going to see. Oh, and there's somebody just jumped over there. So, big. Oh, there's a big one. Let's stay here. See if we can get a good angle on it. It's not very bright. These things are just massive big. Oh, somebody splashed over there. There's a king, they said. But I think it's funny because they look like little sharks in there. I'll try to get a better angle. And they look like little sharks in it, like Jaws. The little fin sticking out. Look at the size of it. I mean, you can see my hand. It's hard to tell, but I'm so close. But these things are massive. He's definitely 4 years old. He is huge. Whoa. So the thing is, if they, like I said, this will be in the line for these fish. They do a run and then they, oh, there's a big one over there too. Let me see it. Then they'll pass on. They'll die. And if they're floating in here, if they've been damaged. They'll actually donate them to food banks. They're doing to food banks, or they'll actually use them for pet food, so which is good. So, if they get stuck in this ladder, oh, there's a ton of them swarming here. Look at this. It's like just a bunch here. See here. See those? Just a ton. Good school fish. So there's nobody just splashed. There's just a ton in here. You see that? Boy, there's just a bunch. In here. Hope I can see it. I don't know if you see their little tails. So, but anyway, so yeah, these are all natural. These were not. Asked a guy here that works here, this facility, said that they're all. They were not put on the farm or anything like that. So what I was telling, which is really interesting, what I don't understand, is that I compared them to homing pigeons. Now, homing pigeons, could you imagine how these fish can find? And here's the thing: is if a homing pigeon can find its way home, homing pigeon. No, I'm sorry. Let's start with fish. Sorry, I was trying to watch these fish and think at the same time. Now, these fish, 4 years later, can you imagine being born, and then 4 years later, returning the same bend on the river, same distance, same exact everything to be where you're to find your home again, where you spawned from. Okay, imagine a fish. We don't consider them very smart or some kind. There has to be more to the story we don't know, because look, they'll find the exact rock or location, especially Alaska. They'll travel from the oceans and just jumped. They'll travel for thousands of miles to find that same exact bend in the river that they're spawned at. So how they find the certain log, a tree? I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, they can't see the tree. So I remember this rock underneath when I was 4 years ago. I mean, seriously. Now compare that to homing pigeons, considered very smart. Homing pigeons, you can release them to, they'll find their home. But here's the thing: is homing pigeons, I doubt if you took a pigeon from its nest and moved it 4 years, they could go back and find that nest again 4 years later. I mean, seriously, probably not. So there's more to the story about how these fish relocate their homeland. Not homeland, home spot. Somebody's big over here. I gotta see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, splashing. Oh my gosh. Somebody is active. Is that Jaws right there? You got somebody active over here. Goodness sakes, he was going at
Out of
it.
here.
He said, "I'm about done with this." That was amazing. He was splashing pretty hard. So, but so here's the facility. Oh, I'm trying to hold it here for a second. I'm all over the place so nobody can. Look at little, looks like little sharks. You see this? See all those little. I don't know if the video quality's here, but look at all those fins sticking out. All those there. See them? This is amazing. Oh, somebody's jumping on here again. Somebody's really active in this thing. He wants out. But let's see if we see who this is. Oh, I think he's someone there. I don't think he's way under there. Oh, boy, these are big. I'm telling you. Do one more, and then I'm going to show you something. Gosh, look at the size of that dude. You see him? Jeez. The guy said there's good fishing right now. Now you can't probably fish here. We can fish in the river. But here they all are. Let me see them. This. Okay. Somebody over here. So anyway, here's another thing too. Is while I'm talking, there's not as many jumping today. It's supposed to be peak the past couple of days because the weather's colder. It makes them run, and also it's kind of cloudy. But the thing is, what's going on here is that here's the actual ladder. Sorry, I've been fighting something a little bit. So they're supposed to be jumping this. That's how they get in there. We have not seen anybody jump these since we've been here. These waterfalls. Now what happens is that's how they know where to go upstream versus downstream, is they'll look for bubbles and also probably noise. But the bubbles is what draws them here and here. Okay. Now I asked the guy why a local here who's in the facility said, why is there not that many jumping today? And he told me that we couldn't figure it out. So he said, I don't know. But then we started a conversation. They said that the water level is 3 feet higher here than normal. Okay. So what that tells us, well, then he mentioned that there was a rope underneath this bridge here, underneath there. It said like a rope or some kind of line that's a chain. And he said normally you can see it, but this time of year in the fall, because the water levels drop, he says 3 feet higher at a minimum than normally is this whole river because it had so much water. Colorado's had the rivers are higher too as well. So I said, well, I wonder if they're slipping on the top of that thing man. He said, yeah, because normally you see what it is, that line that runs underneath this thing down here is supposed to draw them into this over here, to this ladder, okay? So they can go through that hole over there on the other side where we saw those other fish and swim up and then get back to the top, get upstream through here. So they come around this thing and up there, okay? That's the story, from my understanding, okay? But the problem is they're not making it because, oh, somebody's jumped out in the middle there. See that? The problem is they're not making it. I mean, some are slipping over the top of this. He said you're probably right. He said there's no one that draws them like a net to push them in here. He said that probably, oh, somebody just jumped up. See right above stream there. Somebody's made it past this, okay? Somebody's way past there, so they'll be swimming up to spawn because they go upstream. So apparently, this thing's, so maybe they're slipping there. Oh, you just saw somebody jump. See it? Yeah. So apparently they're making it all the way up there. So anyway, so I'm talking too much about that. It's interesting that this is little variations where we try to manage things and we do a terrible job. Now I talked to him about the one in Fishtown. This local conservative guy, he said, well, I didn't know that they didn't have a ladder there. They should have a ladder, but the place is the place about money, and I had a video on that yesterday about them not having a ladder. Should have a ladder there. Come on, seriously. But wouldn't cost that much, but it's all about money again. And they said that they're more concerned about controlling that water for making everybody wealthy versus it's right for nature. Guess who wins in the end? Nature. You keep pushing it with these buildings and this stuff like that across the street here. and nature is going to win in the end. But not this time, because we're coming with the Lord and Father to fix this. It's gone too far, too artificial, too much buildings, tearing down the mountains, tearing up everything to bring in way too much damage to Earth, Mother Earth. Okay, the Native Americans call it Mother Earth. So, all right, God bless, and thank the Father and Lord for this blessed day, and also, yes, bless you for as well. Okay, peace and love.